Have you ever had that feeling that if you ever stop or take a break, then you will just get caught up by all those feelings and thoughts that you've been trying to push back the whole day? I was having this conversation with my girlfriend just the other day, and I just realized that actually I'm learning a bit how to handle that, but she's still struggling. So then I thought I wanted to talk about it and write about it. And actually, I did read a lot about this. Usually, it's an example that is given in those meditation rule book, and there's usually you can usually find the example of the dam, which is like your mind. Your mind is like a dam that is holding back um, so many thoughts and like this huge lake or river, and then the pressure builds up until you finally have a moment of break, pause, and then that stream and river actually has such a huge current, and you just get um, overwhelmed. And that's why actually many people cannot meditate. They cannot stop, because as soon as they close their eyes, they will just get overwhelmed. They will drown in the thoughts, and that's very interesting. I actually found some way to handle that. As I said, it's one of which it's um, doing one thing at a time, which is like if I'm cooking, then I try to cook that stop, not watching any video, not listening any podcast. The same applies when I walk the dog or when I poop, which sounds crazy, but yes, I need to force myself to not watch any video or listen any podcast while I'm pooping, and then I realized actually that it's the best way actually, even when you're taking a shower, it's the best way to have a great ideas. And well, that's something that we need to get used to it, because it's been so easy in the latest years to have so many inputs. This feeling as well that if you don't do something, then you will just be left out, right? You will be um, you will be not that productive as you should be, or stuff like that, and which is crazy. Actually, it feels like we always have to produce something, which is not the case. You can just relax sometimes, and that's the other tip I would say. It's take a break, relax, which sounds easy, but simply means put yourself in that situation. And maybe the first time it would be awful, it would be strange and difficult. The second time as well, third, fourth, but then by the fifth time in the same day, obviously, you will realize that actually you don't have that many thoughts remaining, and then it means that when you will finally go to sleep, you will not have those. It will be easier to handle. And well, these two mainly, and then I wanted to tell you about one time last year that I was very stressed at work, and at some point I had so much to do, and all the deadlines felt like they had to be met. Were like for today or for yesterday or stuff like that, and that means that I was very stressed. And then at some point I had a chat with my manager, and then I realized that the feeling I had, which is a struggle waking up, and I was struggling going at work, being in the office, that meant burnout. I didn't know that. I mean, for me, like coming from Italy, this is usually the average. Then for me it was like normal. For me it was like, this is how you feel when you work, which is not the case. Feels like it seems like. And well, then I realized that I had to step back. I had to slow down a bit, and I had to learn again how to get bored. So this should be actually the third tip: get bored. Learn again how to do nothing. In Italy, we have this way of saying, which is dolce far niente, which means it's kind of like the sweet art of doing nothing, but it's seen as a poetic way. It's the ability to just enjoy the moment, to do nothing for real, like, and I feel like we all need to learn that a bit again. Well, that was pretty much it. Thank you for staying here with me. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you didn't watch this while you were cooking or pooping. But I wish you a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.